We are live at Apex Entertainment inside the Crossgates Mall for Flock University. What's up, Flock? How you doing? Wow, you guys got lazy in the week off. I gotta tell you, that's something. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you the head coach, the general manager, the man who kept it together in a mall with at least you have basically 30 kids under your command. He is Damon Ware.
It's definitely an adventure. Definitely.
Can you imagine, you go back in time, one day you're going to go to a mall with 25 dudes who have to listen to everything you say. It's going to be really hot and warm. Nothing's going to work the way it's supposed to. And somehow you're going to have to say pretty things afterwards. Go.
Yeah, that's about what happened.
All right. This is Flock University. As you know, we love coming and hanging out with you guys. We're live at Apex Entertainment inside the Crossgates Mall. They have been great supporters of the team all season long, and we appreciate them for that. We appreciate all of you for your support. So rather than just cry into a bottle of bourbon like I intended to, we decided to come and hang out with you guys at least one more time. So here we is. I'm sure Darius Prince, Dwayne Hollis are here. Mike Corda for once doesn't seem to want a microphone, which is weird. I saw him on News Channel 13. He looked great on News Channel 13 after the game. I thought. Did anybody see Mike Corda on 13 after that? He looks. I don't know what he's been doing. I don't know what it's got to be Pilates. I think is what it. Pilates, is that what it was? You look good. That was one of my favorite moments. I was like when I started in radio and all this other stuff. If you had told me one of these times I was going to be on the news, but it wasn't going to be my name, it would have been one of my friends. I'd be like, oh, so mad. But I was like, this is the best thing ever. It's going to drive Mike insane. I couldn't. Oh my God, I was so happy. All right. Obviously, let's talk about 2024 real quick. Let's go through it a little bit. Do you want to start with the end and work backwards, or do you kind of want to fill people in? Because this has been one of those years where you walk into it and we go, okay, we got the right brand, we got the right ownership, we got the right things. What could go wrong? And then everything. How do you want to break it down, Coach?
Let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
First things first. Thank you to all of you guys for your support. It was that part of the ending was great. Is to hear all you guys cheering for us in the mall. That was an interesting event. It was an interesting venue, but we heard the support now, and that was great. But ultimately, it's just the whole year. This is going to be a special year. What happened in 2023 that we don't talk about to get to 2024? Me coaching in Orlando, losing in the semifinals, jumping in my car, driving straight here, and where we are today is just a special moment. And a lot of that has to do with you guys, just our organization, Mike Corda, Andy Gelcher, Richie Cessnott, just being the backbone behind what we had a dream to do. And, we came out firing. We came out, just all over town, spending time with the community, getting out there, doing a lot of things. It's been one heck of a season. I just adored everybody that worked inside the organization and that passion to have this brand be back to what it was. I just absolutely all the love in the world. It's been an incredible ride. So that's the thing. Just love this organization, where we're going, rebuilding trust to a whole community, just the whole nine, rebuilding our attendance, playing on games on Thursdays, Sundays that aren't our day, just the whole nine, just everything that we went through. It's been an incredible ride. So just want to start with that because that's very important. Had a great season, had some of the most exciting games of the whole AFL this year, right at home. Some very exciting moments and some, a couple games that'll be in my top 10 list probably forever. So again, had a lot of fun. Ending, obviously, we'll get to parts of that. Didn't end the way we wanted to, but to say it wasn't a successful season would be lying. We had one heck of a season. We grew a lot of young men to be better players, better men. Ultimately, this was a great ride. So we'll start with that.
First of all, thanks to Tom for bringing beers over. I mean, we got to toast a hard-fought year. I got to be honest with you. Raise your glasses to the coach who I think should be Coach of the Year. I don't know who the awards are going to be, but Coach of the Year to me, Damon Ware, everybody. It's a good excuse for me to drink, but I did think you did a good job. So, good job. But I mean, like when you think about the drive up, because again, you mentioned it, like the way 23 went, you're down there in Orlando. You, as soon as it's over, you pointed north. You were here. At any point during that drive, did you start to envision how this year was going to go? And were you even close to anything if you did?
I mean, honestly, no. My first thoughts were just, let's get here. Let's get to work. Let's figure out if we can make this happen. I mean, that was first. I didn't know when I pulled into town, I didn't know for sure if it was going to happen. We were still working hard behind the scenes. We were still working with all the challenges that we had from the previous year. Wasn't 1,000% sure that it was going to happen. Through hard work and just a bunch of great people and putting our heads together every day, ultimately we made it happen. From there, it just got special. Rebranding the Firebirds was something that, maybe it should have happened in 2018. The brand was just adored.
2018 wasn't my fault. 21 was my fault, just so we're clear. 2018, I wasn't asked what the brand should be. 21, I was, and I screwed it up. So that's just so
reasons as usual, but I got you. But yeah, I mean, a rebrand is tough. I mean, when you go from especially a great 4-year run with our previous name, and then end it the way it ended, and then rebrand, it can be tough. I mean, it can be a very tough thing, and we did it with flying colors. And like I said, it's a lot to do with everybody in this room and all of our supporters. And, I mean, everybody came on board at some point in time or another, from politicians to, it really came together very well. And so a lot of work. I mean, I'm dead tired. I trying to just take a couple of days off and I said, I think I'm gonna go play golf in the morning just to get away from the office. I've been in the office every day, but man, what a ride. What a ride. So we appreciate you.
I like how you said you'd play golf just to get, like, you play golf if you were fresh, if you were tired, if you were like, golf is your drug. Like, everybody's got a thing that's yours.
Absolutely. It's you versus you. It's nature, the elements. It's all of it. I love it. It's addicting because it's so hard. The hardest thing I've ever done. But love that time, 4 hours of just being with a group of guys and just experiencing the moment. And I just absolutely love it. So get out of the office tomorrow a little bit, come back in the afternoon. And but yeah, it's been a long, tiring ride. I could definitely say I'm pretty exhausted.
Well, listen, you've been burning it. I think there was like one time I got to the office before you, and I think it's because I probably just left. The unofficial third member of Flock University, Nani Ware. Only good thing about being in the mall was the purse I bought. I got nervous. I needed to shop and calm my nerves. It worked.
Well, there you go. There you have it.
It takes a special woman to go to looking for a championship belt and leave with a purse instead. Like,
yep.
I mean, there you go. There you go. I'm a little upset that she's the funniest member of the show. It kind of bothers me a little bit, if I'm being honest.
She's had a great year. A lot of zingers.
She goes, my purse was brand new. I couldn't fit fried chicken in it. I don't know if that's for me. I don't know what that means. We'll figure it out. All right. So, yeah, the year was crazy, but you mentioned the instant classics, everything like that. We didn't make any friends. We were the villain of the league. I love that. And everybody, it's like, I know it's one of those things where every one of those other teams, they'll call you and they'll say, hey, how do I do this? They'll call, me or Mike Corder or Andy or Richie and go, hey, how did you guys do this? And then all of a sudden the game comes. They're like, boo hiss, you guys are mean.
I love it, though. And we've built a culture around here that's special, and everybody sees it. And it's interesting when you get on some of these coaches' calls and they're all talking about us. And it's just, we're a brand new team, rebranded. We're brand new, but everybody just felt that we were the standard, which was a testament of everybody in the organization. And so, but funny, we'd be on these meetings and, Albany this, Albany that, Albany that. It's like, well, great. I mean, and we embrace it. We have built something special. We've got a destination a lot of players want to come to. Throughout the course of the year, there's plenty of players. Hey, coach, call me after the season. So it's going to be fun. We already met once on the roster at the beginning of this week. Start going through everybody's films and kind of get an idea of what guys you want to bring back and what guys you move on from. So that's always a hard thing at the end of every year. I like to do it when we're fresh after the season, but we've got a good list of the guys that we want to bring back. We'll start talking to those guys fairly soon, but we want to keep that core together. Obviously, as we say, we want to run it back. We felt that we just didn't reach the goal that we wanted to. We had some struggles right there at the end, but we've got the people that we can go back again next year and compete for that championship one more time.
Coach, Ware I've seen your phone. Like, I've seen when free agency starts, that thing starts buzzing and gets hot. Everybody's calling. What with the way this year has gone, I would say that we probably don't have an idea on who the governing body would be to keep you from talking to people. Is the phone already going? I mean, obviously, you don't have to say whether or not you've answered it because I don't know what the rules are yet. But have you already seen a bunch of people who weren't on the team and were on the team who are just like, listen, call me maybe,
I mean, definitely. There's been some of that all year. You just kind of compile your list. And so anybody that talks to me, I just kind of jot them down on my board. I keep a spreadsheet of guys that I may want to talk to. As soon as we find out from the league what day the free agency starts, we'll really at 12:01, I'll start jumping on the phone and we'll start grinding, put together a team that can win a championship here. So that's the fun part. I love the recruiting phase. That's my favorite part. And like I said, I'll have 75% of our team probably signed in the first week of free agency. That's how we'll do it. So it'll be a fun time.
I'm seeing a lot of things about who people want you to bring back or who we should bring back. Stephanie, bringing back Spike is a necessity. We love Spike. Of all the people that I can't guarantee, I guarantee you Spike's not going anywhere. Okay, Spike is here. Spike is staying. That's one I can get. Spike has a lifetime contract with the team. Whether Spike likes it or not, Spike can go nowhere. That bird is staying right here. I've seen like some really nice things too. Also, people talking about. Stephanie said this one. She's like, with Coach, with you, Levack, and Corda, how could it not happen? How can we not have a great season? We have complete faith in our team.
Thank you
for that. I just want to say I'm not coming back. Because I'm not leaving. I mean, come on. What did you I see a couple of jaws drop real quick. I couldn't let it go too long. That's what you get. That's what you get. Reasons. No, it's listen. This is an interesting thing, and I can't explain the amount of times that people come to me and go, "So what are you going to do about this position? What are you going to do about this position? What are you going to do?" And I literally sit there and just laugh because the roster would be so much worse if I touched it. like, what are you going to do about this? Well, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to think about it. I might have a good pray. I might have some dinner. And then I'm going to ask Coach Ware what he wants to do and get out of his way. That's the way it works. So, to sit here and talk about who's going to be here and who's going to be what, I like to tell people the beauty of the level of football that we do, the player's true power is in the shoes. They can walk away from us if we don't treat them right. So, or if somebody's going to treat them better, that's where their power is. So we can't honestly say who's going to be back, who's going here, yet. I can tell you that no matter what, I have faith in this man, and I know that he's going to find the best 24-man roster possible. So, but I mean, Spike is staying. Ware's not going anywhere. Corda, we can't get away from Corda. We love the guy as much. I'm gonna start saying nice things about him and get him even more upset than picking on him. Andy Gelch has been amazing. Richie's amazing. We've got that core now, which has been a ton of fun. So the roster is not something I would worry about right now. I wouldn't even think about it yet. Just know that the right person is in charge of getting the right people here. Coaching staff, how are these guys? Because I see Hollis is still here. Cisse is a member of the Capital Region. You had Coach Gabe, you have Coach Bowick. When do you start looking at who's coming back from that?
I mean, it starts right after the game. I mean, I really, you have to start thinking about those things. But we'll have a great majority of our team and staff back for next year. I thought everybody did a wonderful job bringing in young coaches. You gotta show them just how much work we put in to put on one game, and these guys did a phenomenal job. Super excited to just continue on with their development. And they'll get their shot as head coaches one day. So a lot of our staff will definitely. We had a meeting early this week, and just to gauge everybody's interest in coming back, and there was nobody that said that they would not come back next year. So that's always an exciting thing.
Benny Ice, you coming back? Quick nod from Benny Ice. Didn't even think about it.
There we go.
There you go. It's weird because again, like part of recapping what we did is talking about who we have and everything like that. And actually, look at this, joining us now, rookie defensive coordinator, who I think it's funny to call you a rookie defensive coordinator because even when you were playing in the secondary, I felt like there was a lot of times you were out there running the defense. It is our good friend, everybody loves him, Hollis Island himself, Dwayne Hollis, everybody.
How y'all doing?
What's up? All right, so are you coming back?
I would love to come back.
All right.
100%. Great organization. Honestly, before the season, I had to answer a question. I told Coach I need 30 days. He said, did you want to come back and play or did you want to come and hang out and coach?
Wait a minute. Is that an option again?
I'm going to work out like I'm playing, but I was definitely going to coach. But he gave me the 30 days, and I thought about it, prayed about it and things like that. And I was like, it's not really much more for me to accomplish as a player. And I'm ready for a different challenge, and I decided to pick up coaching. I felt like I was a student of the game, like I said, and it was a smooth transition, actually. I had great help from Coach. I had to keep doing my PowerPoint every other day, just to make sure they were right before the guys got back in town and things like that. But other than that, I kind of, hit the road running.
What do you want to work on? What do you have to get better at as a coach?
A lot. It was my, you can't teach experience, So knowing that, I felt good about what I did, but it's some other things that I could implement, and you can always be better with preparation. I don't care who you are. You could be Belichick, but you can also be better in preparation and just putting our guys in certain situations to make them succeed a little bit better. But it's a learning and progress and things like that. So I'm definitely excited. I'm definitely glad to be here. I made a great decision. We got to the point that we wanted to be at, which we were, prepping all year, all season, and definitely didn't feel like the work went unnoticed. Got to get to the community a lot, which I'm definitely big on, especially even on my off days, on Saturdays. I just made sure I made every different appearance we could make. And I love this community. It's a community that, they stick together. They love their guys. Shout out to Flock Q. That was amazing. I've never seen anything like that.
Father Flocker's here. I see him over there.
Even when I was in Philly, we had support, but to provide us the things they provided us for every away game, that was amazing. Our guys really appreciated that. They look forward to those bags. Some people, wanted certain things that they couldn't provide, unfortunately. But this is a great community. And the only thing that sucked is we couldn't get them another one. That's the only thing that sucked.
We'll get it next. We'll get it next year. That's it's. I'm listening to Hollis talking. You mentioned being in the community. That's why you're still here, right? You're going to be out Saturday.
Oh yeah. So
I was like, well, I was on up.
Yeah.
Screwed up.
I was like, dang, I got commitments. But no. So Dick's House of Sports in Latham, they're having their 1-year anniversary, so they're kind of having like a community day. So if you want to come out, it's basically an all-day event. I'll be there. I know Coach Ware will be there. Prince will be there. Spike will be there as well. So we're just, that's one of our good sponsors as well. They did a good job with the children, kind of integrating the children with us as well. And it'll be something fun to do. It's actually Saturday and Sunday. I think Dante DiVincenzo will be there on Sunday from the Knicks.
I already have his autograph. I don't have to get another one. That's zero there, guys.
So if you're free, just come out. Sport is in Latham. use Google Maps, Waze, however you want. Look it up, and we'll be there.
Store. It's a great store. It's a lot of fun. You should go.
Yeah.
And
they got rock climbing.
Huge.
Yeah.
It's a huge store.
Darius Prince is there, 365.
Right.
Oh, he does. He does have a jersey in there.
Yep.
We definitely have a mannequin in there as well. So go check out the mannequin.
Let me ask you this. I hear everything Hollis. Obviously, Hollis is one of the best people in arena football. He's one of the best people there is. While he's talking about coaching and what to get better, whatever, I'm watching you, Coach Ware, and your head's just continuously nodding. Like, did he meet, exceed? How would you grade his first year as a defensive coordinator under you?
Thought he did a great job. The hardest part is just changing from having a schedule as a player to having that schedule as a coach. It's a huge difference. And but like I said, we worked so hard in the offseason. I know he was ready for it come season time. The different schedules, the different things that you got to do, all the time you put in, all the meetings and all those things that you got to go through that players don't. But he did a phenomenal job. I'm super excited just to see his growth. I mean, throughout the course of the year, it's you never know what you get out of a first year coach. And but I kind of knew just from just what he did on the field as a player, and so he did a great job. I couldn't have been more proud of him. And so yes, we always got to get better. I mean, every year you've got to learn more techniques and different ways to teach things, and how to implement other things. And so we all got to get better. And I love to hear that from him. As there's always ways to get better every single year, and we'll bust our butt in the offseason this year. We'll recruit the best guys, and we'll go at it again next year and make sure this time we bring a championship home.
I love it. I love it.
I would like to state that I couldn't go either even more down, more south, because my first game I started I was behind the defense. And
that was awesome. I'm like, Coach, you're on the wrong side. He looked, he was like, oh God. So stood there in the whole play. I'm surprised the refs didn't see it. And he stood there and then he went back over. Oh, it was great. That was one of them great moments.
How is this the first time it's been brought up? That should have been brought up week one.
I'm just looking at Prince and Coach Ware. He's like, you're on the wrong side, right? I'm like, oh. Right.
Terry's just shaking his head off the side. There he is. It was. I mean, and I will say it was interesting too, because being the guy in the front office who's doing other stuff and everything. You and I work well together. Hollis became like a liaison between the coaching staff and the front office. Like anything I needed, anything whatever, Hollis was right there, like in a moment's notice. Anything I forgot to do, Hollis was right there in a moment's notice. So it really does feel like we got the right thing building. And I keep trying to think of, like, I see Mike making fun of me because I'm being nice to everybody for once, but it's just like, I see you. Okay. You can't hide with that melon. It's like a parade float. I expect 4 short people with ropes to walk that head in here. He told me to stop being nice. Listen, you gotta look out for it. But like, it's one of the feelings that I've been wrestling with, because obviously I'm sad that we didn't win the championship. Like, I feel like this was the group of guys, front office, ownership, players, the fan base. Like, I've never wanted it more for a group than this one, but I can't help but feel like we didn't lose. Like, because of this room, because of the people in it, it's this weird thing. I don't believe in moral victories. I don't believe in any of that nonsense, but I feel like that was like mid-season is what it feels like. It doesn't feel like the season ended. It feels like it was mid-season. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to go back and kick the hell out of everybody.
I mean, it's still a little painful. When you get to the moment that you aspire to be, you want to be at your best. And, we just weren't. And there was all kinds of factors of it was a crazy week leading up to it. We got in the day before. Just get on the field and it's hot and it's, there's just all those little challenges. And this has nothing to do with it.
How the hell is that an ice rink?
That
was like hotter like Satan's butthole. Like, it was that hot in there. It was bad.
You know how hot that is. but again, the AFL put on a great event. It was just different. And that was the hard thing to prepare, is how do you prepare for something that you just don't know how to prepare for? And we had our challenges leading up. I mean, you have league mandates of when your roster has to be in. And so that was, for a Friday game, it was Wednesday afternoon. Wednesday morning, Marco Roscoe comes back from getting his MRI read, and he's out for the game. That was challenge number one, and that started on Wednesday. So we called all the kickers that we really wanted. Can you come in? You got to be there in 2 days. We're never going to see you. We're going to see you the first day on the field. That's not a way you want to recruit somebody. I want to spend time with a person. I want to talk to them. I want to get them integrated to the special teams. I want all those things that you need to have that we don't get to have. And so we called, and we were turned down by some really, really good kickers that were available. Obviously, we couldn't sign anybody else from the league. All the rosters were frozen. So, we found a kid that was being trained by a very, very great AFL kicker. And he was, hey, he checks the boxes. I think he can do it for you. So again, we signed the kid. He flies in on Thursday, meet him, take him to dinner, don't get to spend a whole bunch of time with him. So that was a challenge. Just going through all the differences, we like to do things on a time schedule. I'm just a stickler for, we do all these things at a certain time. So pregame meal and dinners and all those things, you want them at a certain time. Just being in the championship week, it was all over the place. I was thinking it was this time, it would be several hours. It was just all over. It was, it was a lot of moving parts. So we really didn't get to have our schedule that we wanted. Our bus driver was interesting on the way to the field. He, using the map, he missed his turn like 20 times. And we were just like, me and Coach Hollis are looking at each other like, what is going on here? So then we get to the arena and he wants to find the perfect parking space. We went around the mall like 15 times. I'm finally like, drop us off. I don't care where you park after that. We'll figure it out after the game. So finally drops us off. We get in. Locker rooms are just weird. It's, it's just not the same as being in a nice arena. And so, you're up and down these stairs. The stairs are, all the way, so you're up and down, back and forth. It's super hot. I mean, I'm wearing a suit. I go out there. I'm drenched in sweat in 2 minutes. So I'm just like, whew. So I'm telling the coach staff, hey, we got to cut our warm-up down in half. It's going to be too hot. Hollis is telling the guy, hey, you guys drink more fluids, get, Gatorades, get electrolyte. We're doing all the stuff that you just don't do before a big game. And so, not that they didn't have to do the same thing they did, and we're not, not that it's just different. And so
the bus was kind of my fault. Maybe they didn't have that same problem.
Yeah, I'm sure they didn't have that problem, but that was, like I said, so it was
slow laps, but I'm gonna give you laps.
So, you get warm up, everybody's super sweaty. It's, nobody's got water out there. And we're, as a coaching staff, just kind of like, this is not the way you want to start the game. And so that goes on. We had a long layoff off the field before the game started. Boom, the best part was coming out on the field, and we hear all the flock support just cheering. That was an exciting moment. You could feel the energy of our fan base. So boom, we come out. Okay, lose the coin toss. We get the ball. We march right down the field. We get into the red zone first and goal from the 9, and we just sputter out. And it was, our protection wasn't as great. We had a near flawless game up front, in the semifinals. This game, challenges start right away. Changes the timing of our offense. Things just start happening. Okay, boom. We come out 4 and out. They come down. Defense does a great job. Hold them to 3 points. Great. Just little things. We come right back down and score. Okay, it's 7-3 us. We're feeling good. Kicker kicks the ball off. That ball lands about the 10-yard line. They got a 10-yard head start before our defenders get there. We have the best kickoff team in the league. They are just running them back, getting great field position. That's just something that we couldn't plan for. We kind of knew there was a little bit of trouble in the pregame. Not to put it on him. We're not going to blame him. It's not his fault. It was just a situation that happened. But the first kick is just, my eyes are as wide as they can be, thinking, oh, God, now I got to come up with something different. What do we got to do now? What do we got to do to challenge it? Now you think we can't kick a deuce, can't get a rouge because we can't get it down there. So the things that we're really good at now are off the table. So those are points that we always get in every game. That's out the window. Okay. We struggled just a little bit of everywhere across the board. Offensively, we got stopped 5 times. One interception and 4 stops. That's just not us. second half, we scored every possession of the second half all year, not this game. It just was the worst time to have all of these things happen. We went with a roster that we felt was very athletic to help us on special teams. Then special teams became a total different thing. Brought in one quarterback. Jake has been very durable, very tough kid. Brought in one quarterback. Still had a couple injuries that we were a little bit concerned about. It's just all those things that you can second guess after the game is over. But we went into the game with a great roster that we felt very comfortable with. And it was just like one thing after another just kind of happened. But we battled. And that's the part that I think hurts for me just looking at our football team is we lost by 5 points and we literally got stopped 5 possessions.
And also on defense, we gave up like 3 touchdowns on third and over 10 yards. So that definitely played a major part. We normally get off the field on those downs. We had a couple breakdowns back there in the secondary, and then we gave up one on 3rd and 3, I believe. They ran a toss, kind of got DBs had their eyes in the backfield and kind of so things that we didn't really do during the regular season that we kind of did in that game as well. So those are things you learn from. Maybe I need to be a little bit more attention to details. Maybe we do more situational and things like that. So things like that you just learn from and you just get better. We had an injury on at the DB. We had, we normally have 2 veterans back there. We got an injury first drive. So then we put our 2 younger guys in there. They made plays, but the veteran guys been there before, so they kind of know what it takes to win those games. But our younger guys did make some plays, but they made a couple mistakes as well.
All right, so Ryan just messaged in. Drink some of your beer, Coach. He's a little worried. Since your beer's been a little too full too long there, Coach Ware. Right. I'll drink with you, man. We'll all do it together. Here we go. A toast to our team here.
Do you know it's Darius Prince Day? Did you know that?
It's Darius Prince Day?
Must mean Tequila Day then.
Is National Tequila Day.
Is it always? That's his blood type, by the way.
It's agave or something like that.
I will tell you though, man. Like, there's people out there who they'll have a drink or two and they can't perform at a high level. That dude, you could go drink with him on a Tuesday, a Wednesday, a Thursday. He'll take Friday off because the game's Saturday and he's a professional. And he will play harder than anybody known to man. It is impressive. He can drink whatever he wants, whenever he wants it, as long as he play the way he plays.
Not supposed to tell the trade secrets.
He always takes. He's professional. He takes a day off. One thing I want to point out to some of the other teams and the other fan bases who I know are watching Flock University. Thank you for the numbers. We appreciate them. That's why we do better than most of your shows. We do like to tell you when we do things right. We love to point out when we're good. We talked about everything went wrong on Friday. I want to point out that Nick Bernard, Zach Soden, Benny Nelson, Steve Lowsbury, just to name a few, those guys stepped up and ran everything for the league. Our chain crew, Jason Ryan, Scott Ryan.
All right, who was running the clock though? I'm gonna give you.
We don't. That's the
right.
The masked
We're
man.
not gonna say that out loud.
But I will say it's somebody who's never run a clock before and stepped in and helped out the league.
I know.
But like without our crew, we wouldn't have had a televised game. So but I want to point something out. We say when we do it right, but you guys just sat here for about 20 minutes and pointed out everything we've done wrong. So until any of you guys are ready to do that, shut the hell up. We will be as proud and bold as we want. If we're willing to own it when we screw up, shut the hell up. Beat us or shut your mouth. The only people that I really want to hear from right now, Billings, you want to talk? You went through the same stuff we went through,
right?
And you won that game. You run your mouth. Everybody else, don't talk about it, be about it. That's all I'm saying. I love these guys because they stand up and they take none of us saw that stuff. We just saw a game didn't go right. You guys just pointed out every possible thing that could have gone better. And I appreciate you guys for your honesty in that because trust me, there's plenty of excuses on both sides if we wanted to all make them. There was a lot that didn't go the way it was supposed to go.
But what we will say is it was over 3.7 million views on Twitter. So that's a good thing,
The numbers were great. And again, I would be, not me if I didn't say congratulations to Billings.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Although it's been a painful couple days and all the things that you wish you could go back and redo, they beat us in a fair league game. fairly efficient. Everything across the board was a fair game.
Yes.
And they beat us. And hats off to them, their coaching staff, their owners. They went through a lot of the challenges we went through and did it with flying colors. And ultimately, again, it was a game where it was two very different styles. They had a style they wanted to slow the clock down, just be in a battle in a one-possession game. We are an up-tempo team. We want to get turnovers and score as quickly as we can. They executed a good game plan, and like I said, all the respect in the world for Coach Walker, Coach Bonner for what they did in the game. Hats off to you guys.
Yes, sir.
100%. Congratulations to Billings. Keep our trophy warm. We'll come get it next year. Here's a question from Alan. He wants to know how Orozco and Medlock are doing. Do we have any updates on them medically that we are allowed to share?
Right. There's obviously HIPAA laws, but yeah, Mark has a lower leg injury that's going to require a good bit of time to heal. Talked to him this morning, actually. So he will have a good little journey to get back healthy. Just sad for him because, like I said, he, during the course of the game, he'd look at me and, teary-eyed and like, I know I'd have made a difference in this game. And those are the moments that just break your heart. It's yes, if he was kicking on Friday night, would that have made a huge difference in the game? Not to say that we would have won it or what, but yes, Mark makes an impact in every game he plays. And so that is sad, just, to get that news on a Wednesday morning and have to go with a new guy. And I even put that kicker in the same hotel room with Mark.
Halftime. Mark goes out with him at halftime and works with him. I love Mark, man.
It's just heart-wrenching. And like I said, he felt bad and it's just like, it's not your fault.
Right.
You have an injury. It's okay. But he just felt like he let the team down. And again, totally not his fault. Great kid. Just get healthy. And again, we have that opportunity to run it back. But that was one of those moments during the game where you see somebody that cares and,
working so hard
right.
with the other kicker. Like,
it was, that was one of the moments that I'll remember too, is just that moment was those are heart wrenching. So, but Medlock though, on Medlock's situation, just was a sprain. So again, he's got a couple sprains. He'll get some treatment back down in Florida. He'll be fine, but no major injuries with him as well.
One of our favorite guys, Nate Starling Jr. He just said, 100% class coach. We love you, Nate, man. We miss you. Why don't you come up and hang out in New York for a little bit?
Absolutely. Love Nate. Nate is a great man. Oh. And he was the reason why I hung out in Orlando as long as I did, because I would definitely say that there was towards the end I was miserable. But seeing him always gave me a good smile and a great man of character and God. And like I said, I always appreciate you, Nate.
And before we go any further, can I say something?
Of course.
So as we know, Buka is one of our good sponsors and things like that. And our guy Dan has been doing a very good job.
He literally said, "Hell yeah! Thanks for bringing football back. Here we go.
Here we go." But his mom just passed away, so he's going through it. So if you could all just say a prayer for him when you have some free time. I know he's going through it. That's our guy. He's still cherry face, and when we see him and things like that. So just keep his mom and family in your prayers. We love you, Dan. Thank you for everything you've done for us.
Appreciate you, Dan. 100%. You've been great.
Yeah, Dan, thank you so much. And sorry to hear that. And anything we can do, let us know. We're here for you. You are definitely 100% part of the flock. And talk about a guy who threw his arms wide open for the team the second everybody got to town. Before everybody got to town.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you mentioned it. He's that Dan from Buka is that guy who you walk in with a frown and he's gonna be like, no, you can't leave until like now you can't leave because we're gonna fix this.
Right.
And he locks the door and you're gonna have a good time. So
1,000%.
I sat at that bar one night and I just I shook my head. He's like, "What's wrong? You a shot? Come on, let's talk." And I'm like,
I know
an hour later, I'm laughing my butt off
before the show.
Yeah, he'll get you if you don't watch it.
Yeah,
even when you watch him sometimes.
Right.
Oh, good. You got him. Damn, man. Thank you all, family. From
Absolutely.
Dan, you definitely are, man. We love you, brother. I do want to point out. I don't know, Coach Ware. The other Coach Ware says, "This is Nani." Orozco is our guy. Hope he gets healthy for 2025. Did you know she signed him already?
Hey, if she wants him back, hey,
She's like,
he's coming back.
I got a new pocketbook. I signed a kicker, and I'll see you when you get home, honey.
Oh,
And I'm still thinking about that refrigerator. Yeah, great. Great.
Listen,
listen, you right now. You put it right now.
I got time for Marcel is here. We can get this done. Guys, listen, you want to talk about a sponsor who help people out? I called him. I'm like, my fridge broke. I need a fridge right now. My kid's wearing me out. He goes, this is the one I would buy. What do you think? I'm like, if you like it, I like it. It got to the house. My kid she's 20 years old, but somehow she's that old Italian woman that you bring a fridge home. She's like, Dad, this is the best fridge ever. How'd you know this is what I wanted? I'm like, go thank Tom. Leave me alone. Oh my God. I'm serious. She's already calling plumbers, look the water up. It's insane. But no, it's we've got some great. The sponsors this year are family. That's family. So Buka Dan family. Tom, it's Tebow, right? It's not spelled right. It's like he's not spelled like the quarterback. That's why he actually still works. And Chef Matt over there who always takes care of us. We're gonna be doing a lot with you guys. Oh God, man. Apex.
Might have to do a little cook-off between my wife and Chef Matt. They would. We might have to do that for charity.
I mean, if I have to show up to that and eat the food,
right?
I mean,
you know what?
I think that'd be awesome.
Hollis, I'm in.
Honey, you ready?
If you're willing to sacrifice, I'm
do a little cook-off, and I think that'd be fun.
I'll definitely be over there this week.
So when we talk about signing, she goes, "My notes don't need to be run by the HC." Oh man! All right, so it's time for questions from the flock. Anybody here got a question at Apex? Because of course, and I see a lot of them are coming in through here, but I know a lot of them are going to be about next year and things like that. I see. I did see one question that said it still feels like the AFL is a mess. Why would we want to be a part of it? I think what you're missing is the trajectory it took upwards. It started off in such a hole that to get to where we were to be able to have that game was pretty much a miracle. And to have, Jerry Kerr's in office, Jeff Fisher, Gary Compton, just to name a few.
Yep.
If those people are around, that's a league I want to be in because that's a league that's going to get better each and every day.
Yeah, I mean, just to carry on that, the difference of the beginning and the end was night and day. And Jeff Fisher, phenomenal job. Gary Compton, just phenomenal job. It was so professional. Everything went back to normal. And so those guys will be able to have a full off season to fix all the things that were wrong. We got to give them an opportunity to do those things. But if just from what they've done at the end of this year, and I already know everything's going to be worked out and it'll be just fine.
Absolutely. It's M Hat. That's how I have to say it. You make it one word, Chef M Hat. M Hat. So it's not Matt. Because I even dragged the H out when I say it, Matt. I was like it's a goat.
Oh, so literally it's M Hat.
Yeah, M Hat. All right. Okay. Listen, you cook the way you cook. I'll call you whatever you want to be cooked.
Reasons.
Yeah.
Lord.
I can only read what I can read.
And I'm wrong.
Laura, eat your
M Hat.
Eat your dinner.
There we go.
Eat your dinner. It's all one word on her logo. I'm sticking by. It's an M wearing a hat.
Well,
M Hat.
That kind of simplifies it.
Right. We got it now.
You know what?
Chef M Hat.
I've just deducted a point off your score in the cook-off. I'm just gonna. I'm dyslexic for Pete's sake. Don't make it that difficult on me. All right, it's now, Tom. You just come up at this point. They're all writing over to me like it's her initials, everything. All right, so listen. That's looking at some questions. Can we get more camera angles? I think for the home games we're good, right? I mean, at Albany we're really good at that. Some of the other buildings we might that might have to be something that's talked about for a league.
I mean, we have one of the best setups, but if we want to take it to another level, maybe getting a GoPro or something down on the on the goal lines or something, maybe something like that could increase experience. But we're always looking to upgrade our situation, so those will be things we'll talk about in the offseason.
Absolutely. And look, there's a lot going. Oh, Nani's in. Chef M Hat versus Nani Ware. Cook off.
Where's Kitchen?
Where's Kitchen versus M Hat?
Kitchen versus M Hat.
All
right.
I'll sign up for that.
All right. Is there any sneaky way to say her name? I'm gonna get home. Tom's gonna be like, you can't have this fridge anymore. Man, can we? All right, this is one I think we all agree on. This week in Arena Ball, can we bring back Saturday 7 p.m. games, please?
Absolutely.
Everybody's in. I know.
Absolutely.
I know for a fact that our ownership, at least one member of our ownership, Mike Porta, any meeting that's moving forward from now on, if they were like, "Hey, we're thinking about getting uniforms from such and such," he'd be like, "I don't care. 7 p.m. kickoffs in Albany. You kick off whatever time you want anywhere else. Saturday, 7 o'clock in Albany." Because I know that's when you guys have the best chance to enjoy the game. So we definitely noticed that. We heard you, and we are all about it. So 6 o'clock cook-off, 7 o'clock kickoff, and then
do it.
we can't do
can't do it on the same day because then we can't eat.
Yeah.
We got to do that on an off day.
I'm worried about me. Okay, it's about me. Six cook, 7 kick, 9:30 celebrate. That's what I'm not. I've got a thing going here.
Two of those things are okay.
All right. So 6. All right, 7 kick, 9:30 celebrate. Next day cook off.
Okay.
All right. Okay. All
Let's
right.
go.
Okay. All right. I'm willing to be rational and reason with things. I do see that Denise is clearly upset that I did not mention her here. She's like, "What about me?" The fact of the matter is, I'm kind of kidding, but it's like,
Where's Denise?
She's not here today.
I don't know. Where you at, Denise?
She said she's just not here. I think Apex might be one of the places she's afraid to go because she might start like trying to beat kids up at pinball or something. I don't know. What's that? She's on the beach?
Okay. You can't argue with that.
All right. Well, then, yeah. Good
wow. And I thought you cared about the flock.
Oh, don't do that.
How dare you?
Bring us all a gift.
Very hefty.
How dare you? How dare you? Now I got to go. I got Disney. No. All right. Oh, man. I'm in trouble with all the women today. That is true, Chef M. Hat. Sorry, I'm never gonna mix that up again. It's all her initials, Tom told me. All right, Thibault.
Oh, I see it from here. Makes sense.
Right. All right. And thank God for Siri for once, because that's Tom Tebow. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. That's how you say it. All right. So I'm in trouble with everybody at this point.
What? Just so we know, how were you saying it before?
Thibault. Thibault. Yeah. Actually, I wasn't. I was like, Tommy T, what's up? I'm a big Tommy T guy. And I'm sticking with that. I like Tommy T. Gotcha. In all sincerity, like since I started talking to him about helping me out with my appliances, and then he's a big fan. He's at all the games, and of course we did the Flock U at Marcella's where Chef M. Hat made an amazing brisket and cookout for everybody. He's just been a huge supporter, like everybody in this room, and it's been great. Listen, Cam, super fan Cam, what's up, buddy? How you doing? We never give Cam enough love, in my opinion. He's a good kid. So he just
we give
what
defense kid all the love.
What is it?
Don't
Cam?
any.
Is it Cam? Great. That's how I have to say it from now on. Cam. What else can I get wrong before we wrap it? Any other questions in here? Steve and Nick are having a love fest in the comments. You guys are sitting next to each other.
That's cute.
You're sitting next to each other.
Plug it out.
Like,
Plug it out.
See, so Nick goes, really want to thank Steve for all the help, and then Steve's like, Nick, you're the best, and you're literally sitting next to each other. You're literally next to each other.
Disturbing.
Now they're holding hands. It's New York. Do what you got to do, guys. It's all good. All right. I think is that about it? Is there anything else? Any other questions? Darius? How about a round of applause for this guy? I love Darius Prince, man. Come on, man. Listen, I saw Darius after the game, and he wore the game on himself. And I just want that we here in Albany love you and everything you do for us on the field. Like, you go out there and nobody leaves it on the field the way Darius Prince does. To be a guy that I absolutely could not stand in 2019 to a guy that I can't wait to see show up every season after that, Darius Prince, man, you are the freaking man. Mike Corda. Who wants to say something nice about Mike? Come on. Mike is the guy. Mike, Listen, it's from
It's not his style.
It's not.
He likes
But-
to do his behind the scenes, and he does a great job at it. So
No.
we'll leave it at that.
With a
Listen,
black shirt.
one-
He had
one-
to have a black shirt.
one
If
day
not a
he'll-
black shirt, he's not going to wear it.
One day he'll stop paying me, and I'll stop
Why you
doing
think that
his
is?
best. What, the black shirts?
Yeah.
It's a colony thing.
Okay.
We all do it.
Just wanted to see.
It's all. It matches his soul. I don't know.
Gotcha.
No, like you gotta think about what we talk about what the teams have been through and all that stuff. This guy has been an owner or a major sponsor the entire time, and he actually somehow talked other people into buying into the team.
Right.
So like his love of this team is so deep, his love of football in the capital region is so strong. He's convinced other people to make stupid business decisions. So Mike, we love you, man. Thank you for everything you do. No, we couldn't do it without Mike. You couldn't do it without. And then Andy's on the beach, right? And then Richie's out doing whatever Richie does. The other two owners are out doing their thing. So, but in all sincerity, like all joking aside, this group, these people, everybody in this room, everybody who's rocked the Firebirds logo at this year, thank you, because this has been amazing.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
There was, if anybody said that they never had like a doubt about where this thing was going, they're a freaking liar. But because of the strength of everybody here and the people who are watching and everything, we got through another one.
Yep.
And now we learned some stuff. We're going to get better. And we're going to bring another championship home to the Capital Region in 25.
Yes, sir.
What it's all about.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
I got to change the way we end the show. I want everybody to cheer for our guys as always. I've got to stop the booing for me because some of you have come up to me in the supermarket and booed me. When a dude's getting booed buying eggs, that just changes things, man. Like, because I'm like, how did I screw up buying eggs? Like, I don't know. No, do what you feel. He is the head coach. He's the general manager. He is the man who is going to bring us another championship in 2025. Damon Ware, everybody.
Thank you.
Everybody keeps asking, you going to coach or going to play? He is our defensive coordinator. He is Hollis Island, Dwayne Hollis, everybody.
Thank y'all this year, for real. Thank y'all.
The owner, I think they actually it may be a father-son team. I'm not really sure how it came together somehow. You can see the resemblance in the beards. Mike Corda and Darius Prince, everybody.
They're same complexion.
It's very, very similar. It's very, very, very
Same
similar.
complexion.
How about for the flock and everything you guys do? Come on now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Flock support.
Thank
What's
you.
up?
Yeah.
What's that? I'm the guy who's currently employed by the team, but depending upon what Mike has to say, may not be the case. My name is Jeff Levack. Thank you so much, everybody. You cannot end an episode of Flock University without two simple words. 1, 2, 3.
Flock you.